Hey, welcome back to Auto Transport Intel. It is Friday. It is noon. I've got Ty live with me, and we're doing something different today. This is the beginning of another chapter, and I like chapters. I like opening new chapters. This is what we're going to do on Fridays from now on. We've been doing state of car hauling here. That's Ty. He's in the background. I'm going to bring him in a second. But we've been doing state of car hauling March, April, and May of 2020 as a reaction to what was happening with COVID-19 and businesses reopening. Remember when we were talking about, is auto transport essential business? Are car dealers essential? And we're not talking about that anymore. And so that is the past. And so we're going to move into the next phase, which is the changes happening with auctions, dealers, and carriers. And we're dedicating a show to this new information and update. There's so many changes happening with auctions, dealers, and carriers that it is now time to release our next chapter, Cars on the Move. Cars on the Move is a name created by Ty. And so Ty will be the lead on this show. I'm his co-host on Cars on the Move. So let's bring in Ty and let's talk about how we got here and more about why we're doing it. Ty, can you see me and hear me?
Yeah. Can you see and hear me?
I can see you. I can hear you. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. And let's make sure that... give me a mic check.
Audio.
Yeah,
Test
yeah.
1, 2. Check, check.
All right, good. You're good.
Check.
Okay, so here we are, man. And
Here we are.
And this is what the plan for today's show. We're gonna do a recap of how we got here, why we're here, what we're gonna do, and also, as a show creator, I'm a big believer in episode one. Episode one of any project should be viewed as a pre-production meeting live, where you acknowledge, you're doing something new, and it may not work out. It may not. It may be short-lived. I think this is going to be a long-lived show because there's a lot to do. But yeah, this is pre-production. So we're walking into an empty studio, and cameras still coming in. They're bringing in the lights. The art department is still setting up. Sound is still checking the boom. They're still laying cables. There's grip guys in the back bringing in flats. That's where we're at. So, as you can see, this is the new Cars on the Move title. It's just black and white, just pretty simple. Because we're going to be talking about auctions, dealers, and carriers. We got here because the channel was growing, people asking questions. We created CTS Business Coaching over a year ago. You've trained, gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know how many phone calls you've had. I have no idea how many phone calls you've had.
Oh, man. It's a bunch.
Because I know database-wise, I've entered hundreds of people into our database, and those are all individuals that had questions. We're looking for training and consulting. We've also, let's not forget, all the trade shows we've been to. We have spoke at trade shows. Last year was really exciting, and I'm looking forward to getting back to trade shows and speaking. But everything is online and virtual, which is great that we're here. We were already prepared. This is not an experiment. But we did our first roundtable 4 days ago. The first CTS Cars on the Move roundtable. Things are changing. Things are growing. And by the way, I just want to say this. This is exciting. I had a meeting yesterday with another auction vehicle inspection technology. They're going to be on the show here in a few weeks.
Ooh, good deal.
Yeah, this is going to be cool. So, and before let's see, is there anybody in the live chat? I didn't do a big announcement on this, but we got, Carlos Braxton, ACB Logistics. Thanks for tuning in, Carlos. Thanks for saying hello. Hey, Nick Avaliani, I think, from Go For It Systems.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, or Go For It Systems is here. So shout out to Go For It Systems. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate that. Bobby Haddock. Bobby from Angleton, Texas. Thank you for tuning in, Bobby. Appreciate it. I know there wasn't a lot of advance notice. What is Cars on the Move? Ty, what's Cars on the Move going to be all about?
It's going to be about used car dealers, auto auctions, dealer only, transport parking lot, which translates to car haulers, carriers, dealers, auctions, carriers. So, what is that? Big deal. Well, there's a lot, actually. I've been thinking a lot about this. And by the way, that roundtable thing we did Monday, I'm starting to really get on board with that. It took me a minute because I thought $95 a month, really? But you know what? I guarantee you, for our first one ever, we had 6 people show up. And I promise one of those 6 guys walked away with an idea that will definitely impact his business in a positive way and translates into money. So you get guys on there that everybody's asking questions and everybody's at different places in their car hauling business. So are you for a carrier, Ty? Yeah, I'm for a carrier. But why do I talk about dealers all the time? Because that's my customer, right? So, for example, I had a guy call this week. Really nice guy. Watched the YouTube video and decided he wanted to get into car hauling. And the cool part, he's actually hauling cars now. So I've got simple questions for guys that want to get into car hauling. This is why we've created Cars on the Move. We created Cars on the Move because people think you can just jump in this business and start making money. And that's no joke. This guy really thought that. I mean, he really, really thought he's going to get a truck. I think he was going to get him a Dodge, 4,500 or whatever it is, 3,500, and a 3-4 car trailer, and he's going to start making money. So I said, okay, that's great. First question, how much money you got saved up? What does that have to do with anything? Well, because you're going to need it. Okay, second question, who's your customer? Right? Those are my questions that I always ask. How much money you got saved up? Yeah, whenever you say load board, it's bad. So anyway, the cool part is I get to talk to people like this, and I get to bring it to you guys. And here's the reality. The reality is after 15 minutes on the phone for free, this guy, his eyes were this big when he hung up the phone. I mean, they were this big. He's like, I didn't think about all those things. And I said, yeah, it's a hard business. There is nothing easy about hauling cars. There's nothing easy about owning your own business. And if you come in here thinking I'm going to get rich, you need to put the pause button, get a hold of me, get a hold of Jay, get a hold of somebody, because you don't walk into this and start making money. I'm sorry, you don't. I've coached enough guys and I've done it for 20 years. So rather than be the jerk guy, let's figure out how we can educate people, right, to at least know some of these things that really happen every day. So what really happens every day? Car guys sell cars, and they got to go replace them somehow, some way. That's just the way it is. If you go to the grocery store and you like Captain Crunch peanut butter, and everybody else likes it, they buy it, they got to go get more of it and put it on the shelf. Same thing as a car guy, right? Does that make sense? So on Fridays, I think what we can do is a mini version of the roundtable. If anybody's got a question, throw it in the live chat and let's see what I can do.
Yeah, and I just live chatted where to sign up for the roundtable, your phone number. If you're skeptical, call Ty, or you can email Ty. And by the way, so one of the things I want to mention this too is Ty is out on location. So if the screen blanks out for a second or whatever, or there's an audio thing, it's no big deal. That's one of the things about Cars on the Move is that of all people that I know personally, Ty spends so much time in transport parking lots and auto auctions. He actually enjoys it. And that helps him stay in tune and in touch with auctions, dealers, and carriers. That's a fundamental building block of Cars on the Move.
Yeah. And I think, my mission, it's like, so what's the mission here? Well, my mission is to educate anybody that wants to be in the business or is in the business. And it's to educate them on really one thing. If you really think about it, you're a service business and your job is to provide a good service. How do you provide a good service in transportation? My opinion is you build a lane. I coached another couple this week out of Houston, and we get to talking and you write stuff down. As we get to talking, I'm like, okay, so realistically, you should be able to move 18 cars a day for 5 days a week. Let's translate that into days and dollars. So by building and establishing a lane, it gives you some ability to control situations, right? Control your business. I'm sure there are other people out there that say, Ty, I've got ADD. I can't imagine running up and down the same road every day. I get it, but there's plenty of obstacles in the way, in the lane, that will definitely take care of the ADD in you, right? Go to an auction and pull cars. Plenty of obstacles to keep the ADD guy busy, right?
Absolutely.
So by building a lane, by knowing your customer, by knowing your territory, your route, your lane, the chances of you succeeding are a lot higher. And all I talk about is start in your backyard, go talk to car guys, car dealers, anybody that has anything to do with a car. Go talk to them.
You know what's interesting, Ty? And I'm going to say this because there might be somebody out there watching right now that is thinking, there's a lot of guys talking about getting into business, getting out of the business. But one of the things that I just thought is that I rarely hear you talk about the equipment. You will talk about equipment, but you're focused on the customer and building the business. Whereas so many other resources focus on the truck, the trailer, the equipment. That is not the first step, is it?
Not in my opinion, not at all. This guy that I was telling you about earlier that somehow watched a YouTube video and thought he could go make money. My advice to him, and he agreed, and he was really thankful, and that's what's fun about what I do. Is I'm a pretty straightforward guy. Look, you don't need to talk about your truck or your trailer right now. You need to put that all on hold. And you need to go to the local used bookstore and find a book that says how to start my own business. Read that, call me back. And I'm not being a smartass.
I was just going to say, exactly. It sounds a bit harsh. It could be in a moment where you're like, I don't like this guy, but we're trying to shake it up. Yeah.
Well, no, here's the thing, dude. Go on YouTube, podcast, buy a book. I promise. I've read enough how to start your own business books. The number one thing is who's your customer. You need to identify who your customer is. If you don't know who your customer is, how can you possibly have a business? I don't understand that.
I totally agree. And I also want to say this. I forgot my thought, and I just remembered it. I don't talk to anybody without taking notes. Now, I'm sitting at a desk. So maybe when you get back to your car or your truck and you make some notes, my point is, part of growing a business and building a network is making notes. Sounds geeky and clerical, but wow. Without notes, I don't even know what I would do.
Well, yeah. So it's determination, it's a focus, it's a persistency. There's something in you, if you want to start your own business or you have your own business. Oh, by the way, I checked in with our friend Jeff Bass today in Florida. And this is the thing that I want to do,
I've been wearing his shirt, by the way. I don't have it on now, but I was wearing it yesterday.
Yeah, well, I checked in with him because I hadn't talked to him in a while, and I was like, hey, give me a quick update. How you been? It's been slow. I've got one customer that's carried me through this.
Wow.
It's a direct relationship. It's a customer that's enabled him to get through this, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it a hoax and a scam, but some people would like to call it COVID-19.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hey, that's state of car hauling. That's the
past
chapter.
Sorry, but no politics. Yeah, my
okay.
bad. So anyway, there again, okay, this is a guy that coached, I don't know, year and a half, maybe 2 years ago now. He's down there. He's got his customers. He's got his base. He's solid. He's making it through. It's not what it was, but it will come back. So talking to guys like these that, they obviously came through your show, ATI, have real questions. I've got probably about 6 that are really getting it, and it's really working. And what I would like to do, I didn't tell you this, but that's why I called Jeff. I'd like to have him on the round table, and him and Josh, and we just, these are the real guys that we really coach that really get it, and it works.
That will be an awesome round table. And I want to say this too, is that, and again, time is short and precious, and so we're gonna keep this brief. But I'd want to say this is we've been talking a lot about coaching and carriers, and this show, Cars on the Move, it's a triangle: auctions, dealers, and carriers. So I want to mention on the auto auction piece, there is a lot of information and news. We are looking forward to sharing more auto auction news. If we can get some live interviews, great. And also with respect to dealers, our new relationship with Auto Conversion, I think, is going to really help grow the dealer side of this
Oh
piece.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is going to be a cool show. This is not just a show where we're talking about coaching carriers. I mean, that is a part of it, but I really want you to know, if you are serious about growing your business, whether you're an auction, dealer, or carrier, you are going to love this show.
yeah. I think so. And I really get excited about auctions and dealers. That part of it. I mean, it's partly because I've been around the carriers forever and been a carrier. And I get the carrier side. It's the auction, the dealer. They don't get us. Just like we don't get them, they don't get us. Right. And it's having a guy like me who understands. I've got this empathy for both sides. I've been on the carrier side. I've hung out with enough car dealers. I've lived in freaking auctions. I mean, I get the frustration from the dealer. I get the frustration from the auction, and I
Right.
definitely understand the frustration from the carrier side. So bringing those together and talking to him, and a guy like Ryan, by the way, having him come on, the questions he asks are just so pure. I mean, it's like you've got a dealer who has always wanted to talk to a transport guy, about what is going on in your world. So having that Ryan on there and having those kinds of questions, that in and of itself is pretty cool.
I want to say this too, is that I'm going to let you guys know the formula for this show. The formula is Ty, transport parking lot, auctions, on location, coaching, talking to, he's consulting dealers, auctions, and carriers on a regular basis, mostly carriers, but also some dealers, and talking to auctions, like he just said, translating, because what this is, we're in a fragmented silo situation. And part of this formula, that's Ty's part. My part, I am at the desk. I am networking with people all the time. I was just chatting with a dealer contact on LinkedIn. He actually asked me, so you have a car shipping channel. What do you want to talk about? I said, let's talk home delivery. Let's start there. But I know that's not all there is. But let's start there. And what he's letting me know is, I mean, he's a professional and he doesn't know why we would talk about car shipping. It's brilliant. I love it. I was also talking to an auction guy. He is an auction. He's a global auction technology. Let's just go national, because I say global and it gets a little silly. All right, but it's a big auction technology and it's growing. And he said, well, now, and what are we talking about? We're talking about car shipping. Who's your audience? And I said, listen, on the vehicle inspection piece alone, we're talking auctions, dealers, carriers. You're talking
Technology.
brokers. You're talking shippers. There is so much just a vehicle inspection.
Yeah.
Ty, we have a corner on actually talking about car shipping business. I'm excited, man.
It's ATI. I mean, okay, you say it. I always mess it up, but it is the, all caps, the car shipping business channel. Did I get it right?
The car shipping business channel. That's correct.
I got it right.
You
Good
got
job.
it right. You got it.
It's the.
It's the. Hey, and by the way, so we got a couple live. Exotic Hotshot. That's Constantine. He's in here. What's up? What's up, Constantine? Ants Transportation looking for a car puller at Odessa Belton. Hey, do you know a car puller at Odessa Belton?
Yeah, as soon as we hang up, I'll send him a contact.
So, exactly. Good call. Ants, I'm going to text here. Ants.
That's Artie.
Call
Artie and
Ty.
we met them in Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, that's Artie. Right. Yes, I remember Artie. Yeah, we met at Auto Intel Summit.
Yeah, I can't remember his wife's name. Is it April? No, shouldn't even try that.
Well,
but
shout
anyway,
out
yeah, we
Artie.
met.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have him shoot me a text and I'll send it
cool.
to him as soon as I get off. My laptop wasn't working, so this is all on my phone today.
Well, that's okay, man. It's all. You know what? Actually, I think it's fine. It's what I'm used to, and yeah. So, all right,
He used
man,
to
we are.
Ty flying by the seat of his pants.
Well, I'll tell you what, and you know what, and that's what episode ones are all about.
Yep.
See,
It's good.
it is good. I like it.
Yeah. There's a lot too, man. I mean, every day I come up with more stuff. I was thinking about the auction today and the wholesale perspective of it. You know, really, if you really think about it, guys, I don't know how you can have a car lot and not be in a relationship with an auto auction.
I don't actually know that either. I can't. Yeah, that is. I can't. That's like a Rubik's cube. I'm turning it. I can't get there.
Well, and that ties into what's happening today. Are we going to ever have a live auction? I just texted an old car buddy of mine today, asked him a question about something else. I said, hey, did you hear about Mannheim and Odessa don't want to have a live sale anymore? No. How do you guys not know this stuff? You're car guys. You should know this.
That was a dealer that didn't know that?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's okay because it's new information, but I'm with you. Like,
this is stuff you guys should know about, and this is stuff that really, in my opinion, should concern the used car dealer. And I'm not talking smack on Mannheim or Odessa. I know it sounds like I am, but I'm not. I think, and it's weird. I was thinking about Walmart. Remember, wasn't it last year every post on Facebook was saying something really negative about Walmart self-checkout?
You're probably right. I mean,
so whatever it was, 2 years ago, it doesn't matter, but everybody hated it. Guess what we do now?
You're right.
I don't go to Walmart and go to cashier. I go to Walmart and self-checkout. So are we being conditioned? Are we being trained? I don't know. Is there something behind this? Ty's wacko conspiracy brain? I don't know. I'm not going there right now, but I'm just telling you, you have to have an auction and you have to have a dealer. You have to. Whatever that looks like, that's what we're here for. That's why we're Cars on the Move, because cars are always moving. And that's what we're going to try to figure out.
Well done. Great tie-in, dude. Okay. Shoot, man.
All right.
We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for being a part of episode 1 of Cars on the Move. If you are not already signed up for the Cars on the Move monthly roundtable, that's Ty, CTS Business Coaching. You're going to meet other folks that Ty has coached. So, man, this is your opportunity to kick the tires of CTS Business Coaching. Join us for the monthly roundtable. I just put the link in the live chat.
And I think, too, so if you sign up today, and we do the next one, is it July 1st? What's the date on the next one?
Good question. It is, so we're doing the first Mondays of every month at 7 o'clock. So Monday, 7 p.m., first Monday of each month. The next one will be Monday, July 6th.
Okay, so Monday, July 6th, we're going to do another one. It lasts about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But I think if you register now, and you can, I don't know if you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, it's like $1, $1.
I think it is. I think it is. I think it's $1 to sign up.
$1 to sign up. And then after that, it's $95 a month. So try to sign up for the $1. See if you like it. If you don't, make sure you don't do the $95.
Yeah. Just bail. Spend a Monday night with us for $1.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, all right, let's see. That's $1,200 a year. If you get in a club and you start networking with some of these other guys, because this has been my big dream for a long time, Jay. We build these little circles, and we build the lanes in the circles, and they start to overlap. And now we've got, this guy can help this guy. Can you help me? Yeah. We start building this community. I think that $1,200 translates into more than, say, 120 grand.
Well,
and kind of ballparking.
It is. My mind turned into popcorn because I was thinking this is like your own network. This is actually many people's goal is to build such a network.
Yeah. And I was thinking about, like, well, even when I had 20 trucks and we had a lot of customers, a lot of accounts, everybody's worried about, Ty, why would you be telling everybody this? Because they're going to go steal my accounts. No, they're not.
Yeah.
Because I teach you how to not have anybody take your accounts, which requires these relationships with your competitors. Man, I'm telling you, all my competitors were always real close. Hey, I need you to help me. I'll pay you whatever. They need me to help them. We all work together. You build that community. You're able to cover your lane, and you're able to help your buddies cover their lanes. pretty cool.
And that's going to get also complicated where there's other things you're going to need to know, and you may need to get things like a broker's license. You may need to
Absolutely.
brush up on your
Absolutely.
carrier insurance policies, and we have connections for that too. This is not a money making scheme. This is the network people talk about having and building. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and it's business, and I was also thinking, I'm like, this isn't exclusive to just car haulers. I mean, there's enough ideas in this group and stuff. Golly, I mean, tow truck guys, dealer guys, all kinds of guys. So anyway, I think it'd be good. Well, I'm ready to wrap it up if you are.
Great. Yeah, no. Ty, call or text. I put your phone number in there again. Man, really, this has been an amazing first episode. And you know what's cool? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys this, because Ty and I, we hang out, we travel together. We just talked just now. I mean, we know we had this idea, we had this show obviously planned, but did we talk this morning? No. Because we're on the same page, and that's what the monthly roundtable's all about. Let's just be on the same page.
Yeah. And what's cool about it, you said this earlier, I caught it, it's very simple. I mean, there's no wicked crazy formula. You don't have to stand on your head and spin, and then jump on your feet and turn around twice and spit on the ground. You don't have to do that. It's real basic. And once you get the basics, it's crazy because it's different for each person, but the basics remain the same. And it's the simplest formula, just like I said, dealers, auctions, auction, transport, parking lot. Sure, there's a crap ton in the middle, but we lay that foundation and now we start building. And it's pretty cool. So that triangle that you mentioned, we hadn't talked about that, but I like that idea because in my opinion, you draw a triangle, who's at the top? The dealer. Who's at the bottom? The auction and the carrier. Why is the dealer at the top? Because people don't believe this. I do. The dealer is the customer. If you want your customers to be happy, you're going to do whatever you need to keep them happy. So auctions have to pay attention and carriers have to pay attention on how to keep the customer, the dealer, happy. Wow. Pretty basic.
That is, man. And yet I haven't heard that anywhere.
Pretty simple. But you gave me the idea with the triangle, though. I mean,
and we're right on the same page, brother.
Well, yeah, because like I said, when you start building, once you get that foundation, you start understanding dealer, auction, carrier. It builds to the dealer, right?
Dude, this is awesome. It's like we're in the desert right now, finding the pieces that will help us begin to build the mothership. But we've been doing that. That's right. But we've been doing that. You and I have been doing that now for a couple of years.
Yeah, we have. And we've been doing a good job. And I think it's really, I think same thing for us. We've had to build this foundation. We've had to put in the time. We've had to lose money. We've had to spend money. Are you making a crap ton of money? It's just like starting your own business. You wake up and you're like, man, what am I doing wrong? Should I be doing something different? Who do I talk to? How do I figure this out? If I raise my rates, am I going to lose my customers? How do I maintain and keep good drivers? What's the problem? How come I can't have a good driver that does what I need to do? Call me. I bet I can help you figure that one out too.
Wow, drivers, man. Driver retention, driver recruitment. And now you got to add workplace safety. But we have friends for that too.
We do. Gene.
Yeah, we do, man.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much, Ty. I will see you. I don't know. I'll see you at some point next week.
Yeah.
Hey, have a great weekend. That's another thing I like about this being on Fridays. We always get to end the show with "Have a great weekend."
Have a great weekend. Absolutely. Go read a book on how to start your own business too. Buy one at the Half Price Bookstore. Thank you, Jay.
Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Be good.
Have a good one. All right, you too. Bye.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Ty is signing out, and we are we're at the end of here. Let's go back to that screen. We're at the end of the first episode of Cars on the Move. Hopefully, it's been informative to you, and I'm excited about where we're headed next with this. I just want to do a recap of the Auto Transport Intel 4 times a week lineup. Tuesday nights live, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Interviews, experts, advertisers, new information on Tuesday nights live. Wednesday afternoons with Ryan on auto conversion, and that is that's where automotive meets like current events. Interesting show. Thursdays at noon is Dispatching Live. That's where Sue at Murphy Auto Transport and I will look at load boards, talk about mobile apps, car hauling software, staying loaded, routes, brokers, dispatchers, all that information. And then Fridays at noon is Cars on the Move with Ty and Jay, where we talk about auctions, dealers, and carriers. So really proud of what's happening on the Car Shipping Business Channel as I enter my 4th year of production. I mean, right about now, 3 years ago, created Auto Transport Intel. And what a journey it's been, and we have a lot more to do, so I'm excited to bring it to you. Thank you for joining me today. You guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. Thanks for saying hello. Please do contact Ty. If you have any questions about the monthly roundtable, let me know. Let him know. Otherwise, I will see you. Oh, here, let's do this. I want to go to... Okay, well, I'll say goodbye, and then I'll show the graphic. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for joining us. Episode 1, Cars on the Move. Peace out.